casting, right? With the new Mortal Kombat movie coming up, people are worried about casting. This guy shouldn't have played that. This girl shouldn't have played that. Here's the thing about that. It depends if the actor is able to pull it off. You might not look like the character, but if you have the charisma, if you have the fighting ability to pull it off, then it might just work. However, if you don't look like the character and you're a bad actor and you can't do the fight scenes, then that's damn bad casting, okay? That's a recipe for disaster. So say for example, Raiden, people are talking about Raiden, he doesn't look the part. He now has to work extra hard to pull off this character. Melina's gonna have to work extra hard to pull off this character. That's how it works. If you're missing something, you better make up for it in something else, or that will be bad casting. In fact, let's take a look at 15 of the worst casted characters ever. You know where I'm going with this, right? Sit back and brace yourselves. This is gonna be bad. Worst casted video game movie characters. In fact, let's stick with the fighting games, because there's gonna have to be a part 2 of this, because there's too many. Where do I start? Let's start from 15 to 1. Let's go with Tekken. Worst casted character here. I mean, a lot of people go with Jin, but I have to go with these two. Anyone know who they are? Christy Montero. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyone see a problem here? Okay, 1, she looks nothing like Christy Montero. This girl's not even Brazilian. 2, she doesn't even do capoeira. 3, she's Jin's girlfriend. What? Kinda straying away from the story a bit. Did this girl even interact with Eddie? Terrible casting for Christy. So you didn't get the look down, didn't get the moves down, definitely didn't get the story down. Epic fail. Okay? That's what you call a bad casted character. Who else? Steve Fox. Look at the guy. I need to say nothing more. Again, people, if you can't get the looks down, get the essence of the character down. But who the hell was this? Steve Fox training Jin, coaching Jin? What? Terrible. Whack. Hey, you might as well throw Miguel in there too. Garbage. Let's move on. Everyone's favorite, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And for the most part, got the costumes down, except Baraka. But again, some people can't pull off the acting for shit. Who's the worst casted characters there? Let's throw Sindel there. Okay, let's see. Can't act, can't do the fight scenes properly, couldn't fly, couldn't do shit. Terrible casting for Sindel. Now here's one that probably went under the rug for most of y'all. Jade. I thought that was terrible casting. Guess what? Looks nothing like Jade. And the story, this girl was acting more like Tonya than Jade. I think they botched that. Terrible casting for Jade. Who else? We gotta go with your boy Xiao Khan, man. Now understand getting hyped for the role and all, but I don't know, overacted a little bit. This dude went over the top to the point it was goofy. That ain't Xiao Khan. Xiao Khan ain't no goofball. Terrible performance from this guy as Xiao Khan. Sorry. In fact, all of the cast took a downhill in terms of acting in this. And that Raiden, you know what, let's just move on. But when it comes to bad casting, that has to go to Street Fighter and King of Fighters. Holy crap. By the way, there was a good Street Fighter fan-made series, Street Fighter Assassin Fist. They had better casting. Decent Street Fighter series. However, Street Fighter the movie and the Legends of Chun-Li, oh my god. Let's go with Street Fighter the movie. Where do we start? Ken and Ryu was pretty bad, Sagat was bad, T-Hawk. How many of you actually remember T-Hawk being in the movie? DJ, okay, for the people who don't know, DJ was not Jamaican. Okay, if you didn't know, that was a Jamaican, like Kofi Kingston. This guy looked nothing like DJ, terrible accent, zero role, DJ working for Shadowloo. This character was nothing like DJ. DJ is meant to be this big hench kickboxer. Did this guy even throw a punch in the movie? Terrible casting for DJ. Terrible casting for T-Hawk. The majority of the casting for this movie was bad, but you want to know the worst character in Street Fighter the movie? The worst casted character? Charlie. I can't even keep a straight face doing this. Charlie was so bad that this guy turned into Blanca. Oh my god. Okay, so again, 101. The character doesn't look like the character. That looked nothing like Charlie. 2. Charlie becomes Blanca. 3. Didn't even have enough airtime to pull off the role. Dude did nothing. Terrible casting for Charlie and Blanca. Okay? That's what you call bad freaking casting. The worst in the movie. Oh, actually, that might be topped by Dao Sim. Once again, Dao Sim looks nothing like Dao Sim. Didn't pull off the role. What the hell was that? So not only do you not look like the character, you can't fight like the character. This guy didn't even know what yoga was. Oh my god, let's move on. Street Fighter, the Legend of Chun-Li. I don't know, the entire cast were badly casted. You know, we can stand Balrog. We'll allow Balrog to fly, but the rest of the cast, good grief. Vega, the guy from Black Eyed Peas, do look more like Baraka than Vega. Charlie Nash looked absolutely ridiculous, but the worst 2 cast members were, guess who? And of course, the character looks nothing like Chun-Li. She's not Chinese. You can say she's mixed. And of course, you can say she has some kind of Asian in her, but clearly not enough. Looked nothing like Chun-Li. Looks-wise and body-wise. Everyone knows Chun-Li as Beyonce thighs. Chun-Li is meant to be one of the strongest women in the world. Built, ripped. This girl looked like she could have been blown down by a cool breeze. That weren't Chun-Li. Who the hell was that? And even worse than that, M. Bison. Are you guys serious? A blonde Irish guy with no psycho powers? Are you kidding me right now? Terrible frigging casting. What an embarrassment to M. Bison. Who else was in this terrible movie? Charlie. Listen, this whole movie was trash. Street Fighter, The Legends of Chun-Li is probably one of the worst casted films ever. Point blank, period. And you might ask yourself, is there anything worse than that? Is there a film that has worst casted characters? And you might have a winner here. King of Fighters, holy crap. Probably one of the worst movies ever made. Kyo, terrible casting. Once again, looks nothing like Kyo. What are you thinking? 2 had no charisma, didn't pull off the role, got his ass handed to him the entire film. Kyo is meant to be some type of a badass. This dude looked like a fish out of water. Failed to nail the role in every department. Very bad. Mai, who is normally a damsel in distress, damn near the main event. Terry Bogard working for the CIA. And looking old as hell. You're bugging, man. But you have to give it to Rugal. And good God Almighty. Wow. Like, come on, everyone knows Rugal is this big, tall, hench character. Isn't this guy like over 300 pounds, over 6'5" or some shit? What the hell was this? How is this guy meant to be intimidating when half the cast are towering over him? Friggin' Mature and Vice were bigger than him. Are you kidding me? Dude came across as a goofball. That hockey scene straight up assassinated this guy's character. How are you gonna take him seriously after that? Terrible casting. Didn't get the height, the weight, the look, the character's essence, nothing. Epic fail. The king of fighters. The movie was an epic fail. Completely garbage. The only thing that would be worse than that would be Dragon Ball Evolution. But that's not actually a video game movie. It started as a manga and anime. But if we were to include that, Dragon Ball Evolution. Worst thing ever. Okay? At this point, I went way over 15. Kind of got carried away there. And I didn't even get to Dead or Alive. But you know what? Let's end it here. Next time, I will do the best casted characters in video game movies. That should be interesting.